throughout social media. We're going to get you out of here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Is our live free sports fix for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. All right, well, this is Damian Sosh with us from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's hot. It's Tony Brown, Shane Mickle, Rod Zawacky, Jay Briggs in hot Texas, and Wayne Scott. Here's how the lineup for this evening. We got Sosh, Brown, Mickle, Briggs, Scott, Zawacky, then I will close this one out. All right, it's all baseball here until we get to Hall of Fame game, right? NFL in just about 2 weeks and a day away. Actually, today, NFL training camps open for a lot of rookies. For a lot of teams, the rookies are coming into camp. Tomorrow, the New York Jets open up their NFL training camp for the rookies and the veterans because of the Hall of Fame game. They get started off. And then Cleveland here on the 21st. Rookies and veterans report on the 21st. Again, these are the two Hall of Fame teams, Hall of Fame game teams, and they will start early. But today, the rookies report for about half the teams in the league. And tomorrow, the Jets open training camp for rookies and a veterans report. 21st will be Cleveland. So here we go, man. It's time to get that NFL Network on and watch all these training camps in the afternoon and get caught up with everything. All right, let's get this one underway. Damian Sosh, catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring him in, Damian in right now. I think we're ready to roll. He's performing well over on the site. Here we go. We're with Damian Sosh. Damian, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Tony? Hard to believe football's upon us.
Football is upon us. Yeah, I was wondering when training camp started. I went on over to the NFL page, and sure enough, today the rookies reporting for about half the teams. And then, of course, tomorrow, the Jets are in camp. Aaron Rodgers, cameras all on Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Hard Knocks there as well.
Hard Knocks, yeah. Everything going on there at the Jets.
So tomorrow is the Jets. They're the only team. They're starting early with the veterans in there. So they'll be the first one in camp with the entire unit, as we have rookies in today from half the teams. All right, tonight, Padres, Blue Jays, interesting battle here. The Blue Jays had no real problems with that Arizona Diamondbacks team, so another NL West team coming in. Padres here, minus 128, total 9.5.
Yeah, Padres, they're definitely a team that's disappointed this season. World Series aspirations coming into this one. And then after dropping 3 or 4 over the weekend to the Phillies, they're now 8 games back of a wild card spot. When you look at this lineup, it's still a good lineup, but it's one that's really struggled with consistency. They're going to be going against Alek Manoah, the Blue Jays. Now, Manoah, he's had his own problems this year. There's no doubt about that. He's sent to the minors to work on some things. And actually, his first couple starts there in the minors, he was hit around really hard, I believe at the rookie ball level. And those guys pounded him. But then he kind of found his form in his last couple starts in the minors. He came up. He pitched against the Tigers. He looked pretty good against the Tigers, gave up 1 run. He got the win. He does have a ways to go to get back to last year's dominating form, but he seems to be headed in the right direction. The Blue Jays, though, they're a hot team. They've won 4 in a row, 8 of 9. And even though they are taking on a struggling Padres team, one of the players that has not struggled for San Diego is the guy that's going to be on the mound tonight in Joe Musgrove. Musgrove's 8-2, 3.29 ERA on the year. He's 7-0 over his last 9 starts with a 1.79 ERA. The Blue Jays, it's a team that's plenty capable of putting up runs, but I think Musgrove is pitching maybe a bit too well right now. I think he can cool him off. And by the same token, I think Manoah is headed in the right direction. And I think he can keep this Padres lineup guessing. And I'm going to go with the under in tonight's game between the Padres and the Blue Jays, Tony.
All right, we got Damian here coming in with this one going under the total here behind Musgrove and Manoah. Yeah, Manoah looked pretty sharp there in that game against Detroit. And of course, these young pitchers, they get sent down the minors. It's tough. We've seen some of them respond. I know Tristan McKenzie was one. Gaddis, I think, wasn't too long ago when he had a really good outing after being sent down. And sometimes they need that little shake-up there to get into form. Yeah, that Detroit, definitely a Detroit Tiger appearance there is definitely promising there for Manoah.
Yeah, and it was really kind of scary. Like I mentioned, his first couple outings there in the minors, like I said, in rookie ball, he was ripped. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but his stats, he was really crushed. So it's kind of a credit to him that he stuck with it, and then he turned things around in the minors, and he had that solid start against the Tigers. So it's something I think he can build off of. He's playing, better lineup here in the Padres, but like I said, they're inconsistent, they're struggling, and I think Manoah can keep him guessing.
All right, Damon here on Padres. Blue Jays under 9.5. This would have a start time here, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Padres are now on MLB.TV. They lost their local carrier there because of bankruptcy. So them and I believe that those are two teams now, Arizona and Padres. Actually, Padres are the first team. Now Arizona is the other team that lost their local network. All right, Damian, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Of course, we've got baseball on the board today. We have a suspended game still tied here from yesterday. So there's still 15 games on the board here from Major League Baseball. Great result here from Major League Baseball. 785 units of profit. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, coming off a solid night yesterday in Major League Baseball, and I've got 3 going tonight. You can get all 3 in my Major League Baseball triple play. Or you can get one play, $19. It's my Major League Baseball X Factor. It's my favorite play on the board. So once that one wins, guys, hook yourself up with a long-term plan, and that's the way to go. And don't forget about the Christmas in July, where you can get a year's worth of plays at a highly reduced price. So check that out. We had a college. We talked about the NFL earlier starting up. College football will be here before you know it as well. And I had a really good run in college football last year. So having a good run in Major League Baseball. So that year pass is looking pretty good right now, guys.
That's right, guys. Got it board here with Damian Sosh over at Pick Dog Supreme. Christmas in July. The 1-year pass has been greatly reduced, guys, so get on board with it. You can also apply that promo code PICK at checkout. Save that 15% off with Damian Sosh over at Pick Dog Supreme. Christmas in July. Get all of Damian's premium plays here for that year at that discount price. Includes all the postseason as well. Also preseason football in there, so get on board. All right, Damian, it's always great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
Thank you, Tony. Have a good night.
You got it. Damian Sosh here on the drive-thru. Guys, we'll continue here on the drive-thru. Lots of baseball on the board tonight. So go ahead and get this one rolling here. Of course, we got up next, Las Vegas, Nevada. We go to Tony Brown. Catch him over at Pick Dodge Pim. We know it's what the weather's like here in mid-July up there. It's no surprise what we get there. Although it took a while to get there. Bring him in right now. Tony Brown, what's happening? Well, nothing's happening. Tony Brown is in that frozen state. So we'll see. Hopefully he can get unfrozen here. Oh, he defrosted. He's back. You there, Tony Brown?
I'm here. Are you there?
I'm here. All right, here we go. Tonight, the Brewers and the Phillies going head-to-head here. Phillies, big favorite here, -179, total 9.5.
Yeah, this is one that's unbelievable. It's almost a 2-1 favorite, and Philly isn't as near 2-1 better than Milwaukee. Milwaukee has one game better than the Phillies are at 51 wins. I think he has 52, so they're actually the better team, and they're in the better situation. I know Philly, but Milwaukee's been on the road as of late. They won their last 5 straight on the road. They're a perfect 5-0. Not 6 and last 7 into this game on a 4-game winning streak. So you have a very hot team on a 4-game win streak that's on the road, and they're playing on the road. That sounds like enough for me, and he's not taking the 2-1. The only advantage the Phillies have in this game, to me, and this is just me personally, is Nola, and it's not because of what this year, it's what he did last year to the Brewers. So maybe that's mine. He had a 8-inning shutout against those guys. He absolutely dominated, 7 Ks, 8 innings, no runs scored, and they had a 10-0 win over the Brewers. But this isn't the same Nola from last year, and it definitely isn't the same Brewers team from last year. So at this price, 2 up, so we won't. We're going Brewers on the money line for the free play today.
All right, Tony Brown says go Brewers on the money line. That big +174 here against the Phillies. Of course, Nola's had his struggles against winning teams, just 12-22. Brewers on the road, 26-21, +9.5 unit return. Brewers also +12 unit returns against right-hand starters. Of course, the big question mark here is Turan. A lot of people are going to look at recency. Turan has been kind of hit a little bit, but again, he had a little bit of a break here, so you're kind of hoping that he can round in that form that we saw when he re-entered in the league this year. Oh, I guess we might have lost Tony Brown there again. Here we go.
Last games and that. I think it holds true baseball.
Go ahead. You're good.
Basically, you're only your last start. Every time you get a new start, you have a new opportunity. Coming off the break, I think Turan will be a little bit better, and I think they get this one done.
Yeah, that might help. I think it's definitely worth a stab here at that big price. Here, do your line shopping, get the best numbers. We put the sharpest book in the world up there for you guys, just so you can compare and get your best numbers there. Tony Brown here on the Phillies, plus 174, plus 164 here against the Phillies. This one will have a start time here of 6:40 Eastern time. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. A suspended game completing here. Still, it's 2-2 going to extra innings here with the Reds and the Giants. Then they will start their regular scheduled game about the top of the hour. So 15 games on the board here for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at the side? Great results in 2023. 2,007 units of profit from Tony Brown.
Yeah, we're rocking and rolling. Got a 3-pack on the board tonight. My Tuesday triple play. It's my top 3 plays on the board in MLB. You can get them individually for $25 each, or you can grab all 3 picks for only $35 and bang your bookie.
That's right, bang your bookie with Tony Brown over at Pick Dodge Premium. You see the great results. 2,007 units of profit. Tony Brown has been on absolute fire, so get on board with Tony right now. With his long-term passes. Of course, Tony Brown, we're in this all year. We're in July, so we know a lot of baseball bettors in here, but you've done great work in the past. Football, hockey, basketball coming up. That 1-year VIP sports pass, the best value.
Yeah, it's the way to go. We finished number 1 in hockey, so you'll get all those plays for my next 2024 season. We're top of the rankings in the MLB going so far. You're going to get the rest of the MLB with the World Series and playoffs. Football is only days away for the regular season, only a couple weeks away for the preseason, plus the college football, the college ball. I mean, that's just a lot to say. Imagine trying to buy all those plays. If you get the one-year VIP All Sports Pass, you get every single pick I release from every single league, every sport, every play, playoffs, championships included, no upselling, one low price, not even for the season, the full 365 days of play, VIP year.
That's right, guys.
If you're serious about making money, that's literally the only way to go.
That's right, guys. The only way to go. Get on board with Tony Brown over at Pick Dodge Premium. See the great results for the year. 2,007 units of profit. That's the way to want to roll. Christmas in July. Get on board with Tony Brown. Reduced passes here for the 1-year VIP. So get on board right now with Tony Brown. Pick is a promo code. You'll save additional 15% off. And that's the way to roll with Tony Brown. Including all regular season games, postseason included also in that 1-year pass, and preseason football. If Tony's in action in preseason football, we don't know. That's always a question mark, right?
Well, I mean, I never used to do WNBA, and now all of a sudden I'm a guru. So we're not going to count the preseason out this year. If I can look into it and tap into my WNBA skills, maybe. But for sure, the NFL regular season and all the real games that really make the money, we're there. That's
right, we're there. And, of course, ready to start the second half of WNBA tonight. So Tony Brown in the City of Champions out there, got hockey and WNBA.
Right. We hosted the All-Star game for the WNBA. We got the WNBA champs. We probably host the All-Star game in hockey. I mean, and the Super Bowl happens to be here this year. Who knows if the Raiders will get there? So, Titletown, USA, thanks for coming.
That's right. Titletown, USA, Las Vegas, Nevada. Tony Brown. All right, Tony, have a great night, and we'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
Thanks for having me. I'll see you guys on Thursday.
You got it. Tony Brown here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here on the coverage. Let's go ahead and welcome in Shane Mickle. Catch him over at Pick Dodge Premium. Bring him in right now. Shane, what's happening?
How's it going tonight, Tony?
Everything's going great. All right, here we go tonight. No Twins coverage. We go to Diamondbacks and Braves from Shane tonight. We got the Braves favorite here. Big set, minus 170, total 10.5.
Yeah, this is going to be a complete fade of Zach Davies here on the mound. He's lost his last 6 games. The Diamondbacks have lost their last 6 games when he's been on the mound, and 5 of those were on the run line. The only game that wasn't on the run line, he went 7 innings, gave up only 2 hits and 0 runs, and they still lost 3-2 that game. But the bigger concern for me with Zach Davies is his home run ball. He's given up 3 home runs over his last 2 starts, and that is not good news going against this Braves lineup, which is at 173 home runs so far this season as a team, which is 21 more than the second place, who I think is Los Angeles Dodgers. I think the Braves get to Zach Davies early. They run up the score. I mean, Bryce Elder hasn't been perfect as of late, but I think you'll get 6 innings out of him, giving up 2 to 3 runs. That'll be enough here for the Braves to get the job done on the run line.
All right, we got Shane coming in here. Braves run line laid the run and a half minus 103 here against the Diamondbacks. You see some plus 105. So you're shopping, get the best numbers. Yeah, hard to argue that when Davies is someone's had struggles. It's been struggles here for this Diamondbacks here on this road trip. They did not look good against Toronto overall, hitting the break. You add them up here, they've lost 8 of their past 10, and the bullpen has kind of gotten some struggles here. pushing up about an ERA near 5, and you look over their past 7, they're hitting just 219.
Yeah, and then that bullpen issue is going to creep back in here, I think, because Zach Davies he's gone late in the games, a couple starts, but there's been a few starts here in this stretch where he's only gone 3 innings, 3.2 innings. So don't be surprised when the bullpen has to has a lot of work here, and that's bad news, especially with some tired arms out there.
And also, too, Arizona's starting staff really not the greatest, right? Two really good starters at the top, and then it's guys like this you see at the bottom of the rotation.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they've definitely leaned on that offense this season to find their success. Yeah,
no doubt about that. All right, here we go. I was just wanting to look at some of the issues here with the Diamondbacks. That's right, their big guy here, Merrill Kelly, has been out here for a while with that hamstring, right calf inflammation, still on the injured list. So that's a big loss there out of that rotation right now, because they said they're very thin, pretty much top heavy in that rotation. And it's just guys, they really struggle there at the bottom. We've got Briggs run line, lay the run and half, minus 103 here against the Diamondbacks. This one will have a start time here, 7:20 Eastern time. All right, we've just seen the Giants push one across, 3-2 the lead here, top of the 10, still batting in extras. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Of course, lots of action tonight in baseball. Shane has been producing really good results last 7 days, showing good positive results. What do you have going over at Pick Dog's Premium?
Yeah, the plays have started off strong in the second half of the season after some struggles in the first half of the season, admittedly. I've got my 3 best MLB plays up there, $39.99. But as always, long-term is the way to go. We've talked about it, college football, NFL is right around the corner. I usually am in action for NFL preseason, so if you do that the month pass, you'll get some of that in there, or the year pass is definitely your best bang for your buck.
That's right, guys. I get on board here with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs. Christmas in July, you'll see some of this discounted prices going on the 1 year pass. So get on board with Shane. Good results over the last 7 days. 182 units of profit, all showing profit yesterday. The 3-pack is up there for you right now, but the long-term pass is the way to go. Remember, the promo code PICK at checkout will save you 15% off. Add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion, making it even greater value there. All right, Shane, as always, great having your show. Have a great night. When we catch more of your work over on the sites in written form.
Yeah, definitely. MLB is the big one right now, UFC, but Women's World Cup starts on Thursday. I'll be covering that over on Sports Chat Play, so if that's something you're interested in, make sure to check that out also.
Check it out, guys. Peripheral Sports here in the summer. Great time to check out Shane's written work over on the site, Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs. All right, Shane, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again on a few days.
Sounds good. Have a good night, everyone.
You got it. Shane Mickle here on the Drive Thru. Guys, if you miss any pick, we will recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that here. As we mentioned here, there is a game in progress right now between the Giants and Reds, concluding the game from last night that was rained out. It was a suspended game, and right now the Giants still up 3-2, 1 out with a runner on third, still batting here as they got to the pen. Of course, in these extras, they put a man here on second base. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's go ahead and welcome in right now Jay Briggs. We'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring Jay in right now. You can catch the NFL show up there every day here on the Pick Dogs YouTube channel. As the rookies reported to camp tonight from the NFL. Tomorrow, it's the Jets, rookies, and veterans. You know what New York's gonna be like tomorrow.
Yep. It's that time of year, Tommy T. Football is in the air. And I'm excited for it. But still 15 games of baseball today, and continue to cook that up during the summer.
Yeah, speaking of the summer, we had a pretty good summer league.
Yes, sir. I had a lot of fun betting summer league, man. I told y'all early I like the Cavs to win it. I told y'all yesterday I like the Cavs to win it, and they went and got it done. So that was fun to see, and I'm kind of sad to see the summer league go. And hopefully we get some hoops coming soon as well.
Yeah, we need more hoops. We love the hoops. But we go to baseball tonight with Jay here. Twins and Mariners going head-to-head in this one, as we see the Mariners favored here, minus 122, that low total of 7.
Yes, sir. Tony T, man, this should be a really good game tonight. I'm rolling with my guy, who? I'm rolling with Brian Wood, man. I think that the Mariners get this one done today, man. Bailey Ober and the Minnesota Twins, they're not a team that I bet on a whole lot, man. I'm starting to. They're fairly simple for me to handicap, honestly. When they're supposed to lose, when they play a better team, they typically lose. When they're playing an inferior team, a team they're supposed to beat, they usually beat them. In these type games right here that are 50-50,
I dug a little deeper, and I just love what I've seen from Brian Wu and the crew. I know their bullpen is kind of taxed right now, but I think we do see their bats get to Ober early. I think that the Mariners will be the team to win this game today, and I'm going to take them on the money line.
All right, we got the JC money line here. Mariners minus 117 here against this Twins team. And boy, Wu has been solid. You look over his past 4 starts, he's logged in over 22 innings, giving up just 4 earned runs. So it's been strong there. Of course, the Twins always got to worry about that offense on the road here from Minnesota. They're not that consistent type of team that we saw yesterday. Yesterday there was some runs put up on the board, but that has not been their story this year on the road.
Yeah, Minnesota put up some runs yesterday, but like you said, that's not their story. And it's really not the story for Seattle either. That's been the one thing lacking for them holding this team back, because I think they have one of the better pitching rotations in the major leagues. So I think the key to this one is, will the Seattle Mariners offense show up and get to Ober? And I think we can count on that in this spot today. I like what the Mariners have been trying to put together, and I'm going to trust them in this spot. I'm going to take them on the money line.
All right, Jay here with the Mariners money line, minus 122, minus 117. Do your shopping, get the best numbers. This one will have a start time here at 9:40 Eastern time. Giants has pushed across another one, 4-2, top of the 10th, runner on second, 2 outs. All right, Jay.
Kind of upset. I tried to go sharp on that one, and I'll put a few dollars on the Reds.
The Reds, well, not over yet. They will bat in the bottom of the 10th with a runner on second base, and they're trying to get out of this jam here with 2 outs here. All right, Jay, let's go over our pick document for tonight's action. Great results in baseball. We got baseball on the board. Remember, they're completing the suspended games, so that means 15 games on the board for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir. Huge day of baseball. I'm excited for it. I have 3 plays that I absolutely love tonight, all in the 3-pack, or you can break them down individually. I have a plus money dog that I think will get the win tonight, and I also have my $19 play of the day. Man, we've been absolutely rolling on that. Hit 4 of our last 5, so trying to keep that rolling. You scoop up that play, $19, or you can get the 3 packets included in that. Christmas in July right now. Hop on something long term, and let's continue making some money here at Pick Dogs.
That's right, guys. Got a board with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs Premium. Great baseball season for Jay, so get on board. It's got a 3-day pass up there for you right now. Also showing profit all sports combined last 7 days. Long-term pass, the way to go. MLB dog of the day, $19 premium up there, but you get them all when you get the long-term passes. Remember, the long-term passes are reduced for Christmas in July, so get signed up to the long-term pass. Your 1-year pass is your best value here at this time of the year. Pick is a promo code, add another 15% off at checkout. All right, Jay, as always, great having you show. See that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow. But, of course, we'd like to know what's happening there. We saw you on that football show with Mitch, and, of course, we catch you in the mornings as well.
Yes, sir. Me and Mitch starting to ramp up for football, trying to do our homework, and we're just doing it live. Yesterday, we kind of went through and did a recap of the 2022 season where we left off, and today we kind of looked at the first-round rookies and decided if they would be impact players for their team. So just doing a little homework, trying to get ready for the preseason and the regular season. If that's something you're interested in, check us out, as we're usually live at 3 Eastern every day. So turn on those notifications, and as well, you can catch me on the morning show now with Mitch and Chris as we go through the entire card for the day. So a lot of me here at Pick Dogs, and I'm having fun, and as always, trying to make some money for all the folks.
Yeah, trying to make some money for the folks, guys. You can catch Jay there over at Pick Dogs Premium. Check out that show in the morning. And, of course, the football show. Of course, we all remember during the football season, it's always Jay and Mitch at halftime, and you've got to get ready for those shows. So they got to start early to get that knowledge on all the teams in the league. As we said, training camps have opened for the rookies, for after clubs, and tomorrow the Jets, veterans, and their rookies report. All right, Jay, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again on Thursday.
Yes, sir. See you soon, Tony.
See you soon. Jay Briggs here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you missed a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Seeing a lot of people sign in, so stay tuned for that. Let's continue. I want to shout out to the chat room out there. We see Lando86 in there, and Dukolzeg, where legends are made. That's right, Nicholas Handy. Shout out to you, Raven Ron. TJ in the house. Ron Zawacky in there, as well as Raven Ron. I like your Ravens this year, Raven Ron. Rocco Rogers, as well as Andrew is in the chat room. Shout out Latifa. Shout out to Latifa in the chat. Fernando as well. Mo Harris in there. John Stewart. And we've got Fernando in there as well. So a lot of great contributors in the chat. So we appreciate everyone's contribution. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Next up, Wayne Scott. Catch him over at Pick Dog Spring. We'll bring Wayne in right now. We'll wait a row here. Wayne's put up some really good numbers over on the site. Let's get him in here in just a second. I think we're ready to roll here with Wayne Scott. Wayne, what's happened? Again, Wayne, we have no sound from you, man. You must have been kicking the chair when those Giants were giving up those were scoring runs on the Reds. I don't know. You might have been on the Reds and you kind of took it out on your table. So make sure you get the sound right, so we can get you back here on the show. So we'll get back to Wayne in just a second here as he has to get his equipment right. So we're going to go ahead and bring in here. Actually, let me get his game. See, what happens is I got to go back and get the game logged in whenever I have these situations. But we're set to roll. We'll bring in Rod Zawacky, catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring him in right now. I think we're all set to roll here. Let's see. We'll bring in Rod. Where are we at here with Rod Zawacky? Here we go, Rod Zawacky. Rod, what's happening?
Yeah, not too much, Tony. Enjoying the Tuesday. It's crazy windy here, but still a nice sunny day. Can't complain.
Nick can't complain with the weather. Sunny day. At least there's no white stuff on the floor. So that's all.
Not yet.
Know.
No white stuff yet. Well, no white stuff in the form of hail either. Either. It blew by a couple times last night and avoided us. Got a couple farms north of here, pretty good. Poor farmers. At least they got some insurance on their crop up north, but still, it's rough.
Rough. No doubt about that. All right, here we go. This is one of the bigger series here of the week here. Rays and Rangers going head to head. It was the Rangers with some late magic to win that one. You wish to see guys like McClanahan go deeper, but just it's not the case, right? Get to that bullpen,
right.
which is not elite this year, by the way. It's not a shit. I think their ERA is sitting about 4, which is still pretty good in the high 3s, but it's not where it used to be. But anyway, Rangers and Rays going head to head here. Rangers favored here at -131. We see this total sitting here at 89 runs.
Yeah, and you look at this one. This will be the 5th meeting between these two teams this season, and it's been 2-2. Tampa's 1-2. Texas is 1-2. Taj Bradley getting the start for the Rays in this one, and he didn't fare so well when he faced Texas earlier this season. Went 3.2 innings, gave up a few runs in that one, and didn't look so good. So I think he's looking for a bounce back spot here after the All-Star break, and having seen Texas once before, I think he has a solid start here. And Eovaldi is we've seen his numbers. He's definitely been off to a hot start this season, 10-3 with a sub-3 ERA. But you look, Texas is only 1-4 in his last 5 starts. When Eovaldi's been on the mound, he gave up a few runs in that contest last time. Versus the Rays as well. Texas did get the win in that matchup. It was 8-4. So we definitely seen some runs. And when as Tony alluded to, you throw it to the bullpen. Who's the battle of the bullpens? Well, look at the Rays. Their average is about 4, and Texas is just almost at 5. So you got to give the nod, just that slight nod to the Rays bullpen there, And then batting wise, it's almost been even, except over the last 10 games. Texas bats have been a touch hotter, but for me, this is a spot that they've zigzagged. Rays have won one, Texas wins the next one. Rays won one, Texas won the next one. I think this is a good spot here. We get a nice plus price on the Rays, who offensively, both of these teams are number 1 in scoring runs. Texas scored 554 runs this season, while the Rays, right behind them, scoring 522 runs. And I think this is either of these starters going to equate to who gets the win. I think both of these starters can give up some runs early in this one, and then it comes down to the bullpen. And I think that Rays bullpen is just a bit better, and they snagged the win. I'm going to go with the Rays here in this one.
All right, we got Rod here going to take that big plus money here with the Rays here. Rays have not had the same success on the road. I think that's why we're seeing here this big line here, and of course that plus money there with the Rays. No doubt about that. Of course, no question. The weak spot on this Rangers team is that bullpen.
It has been. This Rangers bullpen has definitely given it up in a few games this season. I was on Texas yesterday. I think this is a good spot for the Rays to come through. They had the lead and were rolling right along, and just gave it up late. And I think that happens here. I think Eovaldi, you look at Eovaldi, this number for his total outs in the game is at 16.5, and it's still at 16.5. Surprisingly, he's hit 13 out of the last 14 of those 16.5. And to me, this just looks like he's went over that so many. the books know something. They're begging you to take that over 16.5 outs. I don't think Eovaldi makes it to his over 16.5 outs today in this one. I think the Rays bats get to him early and drive him out of this game. There's another bonus. Take the Eovaldi under 16.5 outs in this one. I think the Rays drive him from this game early.
All right, there you go. Under 16.5 outs here with Eovaldi. Rays to get him out early there. Rod here with the Rays plus 120 against the Rangers. Of course, it wouldn't be a Rod segment without some peripherals. All right, Rod, we know what's back in action today after their All-Star break. It was the WNBA. We got a pair of games going tonight. Lynx and Dream and Sun and Mercury.
Yeah, I mean, look at these ones here. You know what? I'm going to go with where are we here? Let get my little notes up here. You know, the Lynx have been an awful team. I'm going to go with the two favorites here. I'm going to go with the Dream team here. It opened up at 5.5. It's up to 6. This Lynx team has been awful this season, and I think it's a tough spot. I think Atlanta wins by 10 plus in that one. And the other one versus the Suns. The Suns have definitely been the better team this season as well. You look, 15-5 is their record. I think I got to go with the two favorites here tonight. I think they both win by 10 plus. I think the Suns in the later game, and take the Dream in the first one. I got to go with the favorites. Both of those dogs. Definitely, I don't see them barking here in this one tonight.
Chalk tonight in the WNBA. It's now final.
Chalk, yeah. Chalk to return back to the WNBA.
That's
I
right.
gotta go. Those two teams are just playing too much, too heavy to under double digits. I think they both win by double digits.
All right.
Just can't pull a dog play there.
Giants get the job done. 4-2 the final in 10 innings in the suspended game. They will start the regular game at 4:10 Eastern time. I believe that is the start time. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Premium for tonight's action. Of course, as we said, we've got 15 games on the board. We've got a game starting in about 6 minutes. And, of course, the Giants and Reds resume the regular scheduled game tonight in about half an hour. Great results over the last 30 days, 799 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dog Premium. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, been 4 straight winning days since the return of the after the All-Star break. So going for our 5th straight winning day here. You can, it's Tuesday, so I've got Tackle the Book Tuesday. I've got 5 plays I love in tonight's MLB action. And also included in that 5-pack is my single play of the day. My play of the day has been on a nice run, 34-15, the last 49 of that play of the day. $1,000 bettors up over $20,000. So head on over, scoop that up if you like that play of the day singly. $15 over at Big Dogs Premium. Or now's the time. Grab that, take advantage of the Christmas in July sale that's going on right now, and you get every play I got going for less than $80 a month. Can't beat that. Scoop that up and join me for the year as we continue to pound the bookies. Or there's also the 2-for-1 capper deal. If you want to take advantage of that, head on over to Pick Dogs Premium, scoop up the 2-for-1 capper deal. Never can't go wrong with the 2-for-1 capper deal as well.
Great value there, 2-for-1 capper deal. Get on board with Rod Zawacky over at Pick Dog Premium. It's been hot here the last 30 days, 799 units of profit. Get on board. Christmas in July. Rod has reduced his 1-year pass by $400. So get on board right now with that Christmas in July. Remember, that 1-year pass includes all the leagues that he handicaps, even the peripheral sports that's documented, also the postseasons and preseason football. NFL is covered on that 1-year all sports pass. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, Rod, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Definitely. Have yourself a good evening, Tony, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Hope we get another winner. We started the nice week with Boston. Let's get the Rays here home to beat Texas. We'll start the week 2-0 here on the drive-thru.
Yeah, that's right.
Night, everybody.
And you also gave, just to recap, you also gave some peripherals, right, with the WNBA?
Yes, we have a couple of. I'm going with both favorites here tonight in the WNBA. Give me both favorites. I think I got them both winning by 10 plus in this one. I know the lines are one's a 7, one's a 6. So yeah, if you want, up those lines. Take them one at 9.5. Take them both at 9.5. I think both teams will by 10 plus. All
right. Of course, Women's World Cup coming up. We'll see. Well, that starts Thursday, so we'll see if Rod will be. Well, we'll see if Rod will be following it. We have to wait till it starts. See if there's
I'll
anything.
be following. Go Canada.
Canada. There you go. Canada's always tough in the women's with the women.
Tough in the Women's World Cup of soccer.
That's right.
We're always right there. We always love to battle the U.S. So the U.S. is tough in women's world soccer. So who can beat them? We can beat them. Go Canada.
There you go. U.S. Favorites here, plus 220 there to win the Women's World Cup starting on Thursday. We'll see. But, not the favorites don't always win. So we'll see how this
not always. Nope. Not always, but they're tough.
Yep, they are tough. All right, Rod, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again on tomorrow's show.
Yeah, have a good one, Tony. Catch you tomorrow.
Got it. Rod Zawacky here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you missed a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's bring in Wayne. The game is over now between the Reds and the Giants, 4-2, so I don't think he has to kick any dust anymore. So we'll get that microphone. Should be working now. So we'll go ahead and bring in Wayne Scott, catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. So let's bring him in right now. Wayne, what's happening? Well, I guess you must be watching something else because the sound's still not coming in through that microphone. We got to get that thing working here. So still not working. We'll go to my pick and then we'll get to Wayne here. Maybe third time. Usually the second time's a charm, but last couple of days it's been the third time. So we'll see how that rolls. Let's go ahead and get to my pick. I got the game logged in right now, so let's go ahead and let's roll with it. And actually, we probably should go with it anyway because it's a really low profile game. But anyway, you guys here watching in July, you don't care. You want winners. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter who's playing. That's what I like doing the drive-thru. Like being on this channel. It's not a popularity contest. It's a winning contest. So let's go ahead and bring up the game. Royals and Tigers going head-to-head tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern time. We got Tigers big favorites in this one, but I'm going to be looking at the total in this one. Under 8 here with this Tigers and Royals team. And we've got going head-to-head tonight. We've got Tarek Skubal for the starter. In his 2 starts, he allowed no runs, 2 hits in 8 innings. So pretty good return from the injured list from Skubal. He had a flexor tendon injury, but in 2022, pretty good strikeout rate. He scored an ERA of 3.52, kept the walks down. The ground balls were 46%, limited his home run damage. Daniel Lynch, I think, is the best starter here or one of the best starters here for the Royals. 8 starts, ERA of 4, WHIP of 1.23. Walk strikeouts about 15.5%, keeps the walks down. 1.33 home runs per 9 innings. Tigers 30-16 to the under, facing AL teams averaging 3.9 runs or lower this season. Royals 28-16 to the under, facing a team with a losing record. Look at Detroit sitting just 2.19 against lefties. Royals batting only 2.8 against the division. So we go under here with the Tigers and the Royals in tonight's game. All right, guys, check out Pick Dogs Room. We got 4 premium plays up for you right now. I got 3-pack, and then I have my best bet on the board right now. So get on board with that. And, of course, also part of the long-term passes, 3, 7, or 30L Sports Pass. Get all my premium plays for that time period you select. When you go to my handicapper page, make that purchase. Pick as a promo code. You'll save 15% off at checkout, so get signed up. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's try again. Let's hope the third time to charm because there's no other guest after me. So we got to get it right this time. Let's welcome in Wayne Scott. Catch him over at Pick Dodge Premium. We'll bring him in right now. Let's see here. We could bring him in just a second. Here we go. Wayne, let's hope we're right.
What's going on, Tony T? You can hear me now?
I can hear you now. We can hear you now. You're coming in great.
All right.
So we got your game here tonight. We got the Astros and the Rockies going head-to-head. Astros big favorites over $2 here on the road in Colorado. We see that total now up to 12.
Yes, sir, and deservedly so. They are 7-3 in their last 10 at home, 52 and 42. They're 8-2 in their last 10 against the Rockies. But Hunter Brown's on the mound. He's had a good start. But as of lately, he's been rocked, and it's his first game in Coors Field. And if you know anything about Coors Field, that's a tough place for pitchers to pitch. So him not playing well and his being his first game at Coors Field, along with him playing at night. Another thing, his night splits have not been well. He hasn't been given out his night role. I don't think this bodes well too well for them. Rockies. We know the Rockies aren't that good, but in spots, they've been good. And we catch them coming off a 3-game series with New York where they've won 2 of those, and they look pretty good in that. On the other side of that, Rocky 5-5 in their last 5 at home. And when you're getting them at prices like plus 175, plus 180, you got to take them here. And I'm going to ride with the Rockies here. They got Jake Bird on the mound going with a bullpen game as they got some pitching injuries. But in his last game where he had to come in and get a start, he had started, and he started against the Reds. He only played 2 innings, but he gave up no runs, and he actually had a good outing for those 2 innings. So I look for him to do kind of the same here. And that's when the Reds were hot, and this Houston team is not as hot as them. As far as batting, on the season, Rockies are batting better recently. Right now, Houston's batting a little better, but Houston just came off a tough series versus the Angels, and they'll be coming on the road to the Rockies. Before that, they were at home. They could barely score a run against the Mariners. So we saw inconsistency out of Houston. With all that being said, I can't lay 220 tonight. I feel like the right side is plus 180, and I'm going to go with the Rockies plus 180.
All right, we got Wayne on record here with the Rockies. Go ahead and play them here. Take the big plus dollars. We'll see what the lines read right now. We saw a plus 198 earlier, about an hour ago. Right now, you can find plus 186, plus 185. So a lot of big plus money here on this Rockies. Can't argue that one, right? Brown has been beaten up over his past 2 starts, 8 runs allowed in his past 7 innings. It will be a bullpen game here. Noah Davis, he's got some crooked numbers, but remember, even though his ERA is 10, he's not going to pitch 9 innings and give up 11 runs, right? You usually get him out of there about the second or third inning.
You got Noah Davis. I got Jake Burke.
Well, Noah Davis will be the primary pitcher. I'm sorry, I should have said that. Noah Davis is expected to see action as primary. They're probably going to get 2 to 3 innings in. But as you said, it is going to be a bullpen game. They have been dealing with some injuries in the rotation, and we have seen that total creep up from 11 to 11.5 last night, now to 12 right now. And we are still seeing 12s. We're seeing some overjuice in some of the 12s too. So interesting there in this game. Keep an eye on this weather. When it's hot in Colorado, we do see a lot of scoring, and it is 86 degrees in Colorado with the wind blowing out 8 miles per hour. So that looks like run scoring there tonight. Probably that explains the total moving up.
Yes, sir. Definitely feeling that over with all that being said, too, and all that being pointed out. I'm definitely with you on that over there. And outside of that over, man, just great. Like I said, Rockies 5-5 at home. When you're getting plus 180, plus 175, it doesn't take a mathematician to know you're getting great value with them. And they are coming off a strong hitting performance. Houston coming off a tough road outing. Yes, they got the 2-1 win versus the Angels, but it took a lot out of them. A lot of runs given up, a lot of runs was made by them to get that win, and to come here on the road, it's just a tough spot for them, and I like the value with the Rockies here.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Absolutely there. I think a lot of chat as well here. So we got Wayne here, Rockies, big plus money. All right, this one to start, 8:40 Eastern time. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium tonight's action. The game is underway right now. Phillies and the Brewers have just begun, so there's 14 games on the board right now. 1,634 units of prop from Major League Baseball from Wayne. That is all documented over at Pick Dodge Premium. What do you have going over at the site?
Well, my 3-pack just went off because the Brewers and the Phillies were in that, but I do have my bet of the day. Disclaimer, everything's on the site. So I've been going back and forth, coming back from the All-Star break from winning days, but I've lost my play of the day 3 days in a row. So I'm on the urgency to hit that thing today, and I'm feeling very good about it. So if you want to get my play of the day, you can go ahead and grab that. As these guys have been saying on the show, we have the Christmas in July. It'll be the best time to get anybody's yearly package right now at the discount that they'll be giving. There won't be no lower, no time this year. And always use that promo code when you're getting that, and you'll get your best bang for your buck. And I'm going to continue to try to keep staying on these leaderboards and continue to keep bringing out money and value, man.
That's right, money and value. Get on board with Wayne Scott over at Pick Dodge Premium. You see the great results in baseball here. 1,634 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dodge Premium. So go ahead and get signed up with Wayne Scott. Remember, Christmas in July, big discounts on that 1-year pass. Remember, the 1-year pass includes every pick that Wayne releases over at Pick Dodge Premium, all the sports he covers, including the postseason and preseason football. All right, Wayne, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again on tomorrow's show.
Yes, sir. I'll be back tomorrow, Tony. I appreciate you for having me. Take care, Pick Dog family, and hope everybody catch their bets tonight. Let's go.
Indeed, cash your bets tonight, indeed. Wayne Scott here on the drive-through. All right, let's continue on here on the show. No score here. Brewers and Phillies, top of the first. And, of course, the Giants won the suspended game 4-2, pushing across 2 runs in that 10th inning. They will start the regular scheduled game here. It looks like the start time on that one will be at still, I believe, 4 p.m. It's 7:20 Eastern time. 7:20 Eastern time for the game between the Reds and the Giants for their regular scheduled game today. All right, let's continue on the drive. So you got my pick, so let's get to the recap. So recap the plays from today's show. Shout out to the chat room as well for some great numbers up there. And I see some guys putting some horse racing picks in there in the chat as well. So let's continue on here on the drive-through. We'll go ahead and get the plays in for you here in just a second here. Let's get the recap up for you right now. All right, we started off with Damian. Damian like the Padres and Blue Jays under 9.5. Tony Brown says Brewers plus 174 against the Phillies. Shane like the Braves. Run line laid the run and a half, minus 103 against the D-backs. Jay was on the Mariners, minus 117 against the Twins. Wayne, that big dog here, Rockies plus 198 against the Astros. Rod, Rays plus 120 against the Rangers. I'll be on the Tigers Royals under 8. The game I like the most, well, the Brewers game went off, so I can't pick that one, but I like Wayne there with the plus 198 there, plus 189, 86. You'll see, do your line shopping, get the best number there, but the big plus behind the Rockies is the one that I like the most. All right, guys, that's going to do it here for this edition here of the Drive. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here in the chat room. Mills in there as well. We got Mike Cajones in there. I think I said it right. As well, Eric Calderon in there. Question mark on the Marlins money line. I can't argue that one. I know some folks like the Cardinals as well, but I like that plus. I like that plus on the Marlins. Can't argue that one. Dean Mills in there as well. John Rooker. Shout out John Stewart in there. And John Stewart will go liking the Rockies all day, but he doesn't mind the run line with the plus money with the Rocks. Go with that as well. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition here of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from Pink Dogs and Sports Chat plays. They'll go up their plays for you here in real time here on the show. Remember, it always gets started here with our live show, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time during the week. We got Mitch, we got Chris, and we got Jay on the show. And, of course, you don't want to miss all the great video series here on the channel. Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes, betting tools show, Mitch's roundtable discussion with the professionals as well. And, of course, Ron Romanelli, Major League Baseball rundown, a pick from every game on the board. The NFL show, 3 p.m. Eastern time with Mitch and Jay as they break down rosters and look at some of the teams and maybe give us some plays here from the show, feature plays here on the NFL show every day here at during the weekdays here at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Remember Mills's prop video show, Mike Davis live shows Monday, Wednesday, Friday. His parlay videos as well. First 5. Of course, we don't want to forget Nick with his Nerfies Jerfies. We also have the parlay video from Brad. Chris with his home run prop video. You always see that up very early. Always likes that as well. So a lot of great content here on the channel, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. When these live shows and these videos drop, you get them right away. All right, that's going to do it here for our show tonight. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew on today's show.